So we have this little guy that is really grumpy, that's for sure, unstable, very strong in combat.
How excited are you to have the big ape himself in the game?
It reminds me a bit 2014-15 when we started to work on Mario. And we still have this huge passion for this other character as well. So it's not just about having Donkey Kong, his animation, his character's persona, it was also what it brings. We wanted to have a lot of movement and close combat elements in this new character so that it's totally different and new compared to the main game. For example, the grab and throw, which is grabbing anything. So it could be enemies, covers. And with this, you can throw it anywhere. If you take a cover, it means you remove a defensive point as well. So you have to watch out. And if it's an explosive cover, having, for example, bounce effect, well, you could use that as a bounce grenade effect element. So it's really interesting. So it's up to the players to decide your own playstyle and what you want to do in battles. So you could remove all the covers, or you can keep them and use heroes or enemies as things you want to throw.
Well, speaking of new heroes, we've also got a new character showing up, Rabbids Cranky. What is this guy all about?
We could have taken Didi or Dixie or Funky. You know, the family of Kongs is huge. But maybe it was too expected. So we said, what about adding the DNA of the Rabbids with Cranky Kong? So we have this little guy that is really grumpy, that's for sure, unstable, very strong in combat. Rabbids Cranky has a cane, and we have multiple versions of this cane with different effects and damage. So it's all about contrasts and the way he plays as well with Donkey Kong in fight.
Yeah, there's a cool little team-up move that they can do.
Yeah. You team jump on the back of Donkey Kong, so you shoot mid-air at the enemies, and then Donkey Kong grabs you and throws you, and it's considered as a team jump. And then sometime if you use Rabbid Peach healing techniques, well, it's going to be very interesting to see how we can really advance like a war machine with those guys.
There's got to be new enemies here to deal with these new characters, and I presume new weapons to also take them on?
Sure, so we have more than 60 new weapons. Also the weapons are a bit different because, you know, Donkey Kong is about bananas. So we will have what we call the banana rang, like a boomerang, so it comes back, it hits multiple enemies. But we also have his hands acting as a pounding weapon, so it can hit multiple enemies around him. But also in terms of what you said, enemies. So we have enemies like, for example, summoners. They summon other enemies, and the more you wait before defeating them, the more they will summon new enemies. So it's going to be very hard as you progress.
Now, where in relation to the main game of Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle does Donkey Kong Adventure take place?
So it's exactly after the World 1. So if you finish the game, you beat the game, you've done everything in Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, or you just finished the World 1, it's up to you to start. Because it's really disconnected in terms of progression. Everything is a new world. In the end, we wanted to create something new, different, and big. Because Donkey Kong is all about exploration. You want to see details, you want to see potentially Easter eggs as well coming from old games. So yeah, we started to build this island, and it became a huge monster of content to explore. We're talking about something that is 10 hours and plus in terms just of the adventure.
Well, for folks who are eager to get their hands on the story and the challenge of Donkey Kong Adventure, when is it going to be available?
So it's going to be available in June. The way to get it is either you have the Seasons Pass and it's part of the pack, or when it's going to be released, you can buy it as a DLC.